So right there, there's a breakdown in communication. Basically, what what the man just heard was, you want me to do it in your time, forget my time. You didn't label the sense of urgency you had with the trash. Number two, it sounded more like a demand and not an ask. It sounded like, whereas you might be asking the question, you're actually telling him to take out the trash. And again, this is just a broad, using trash as a broad example, but I had this in my mind, you would have this done within the hour because it's quick and easy. In his mind, push down on the top of that damn trash and quit playing because I have these other things I have to get to. Regardless if it's 1 day, 2 day. Now, a communication I think needs to happen. We're going to use the trash as an example. Like, babe, I need you to take the trash out for me, X, Y, and Z. But because things didn't happen in your timeline, you're upset for nothing. You got worked up, which worked him up. Because keep in mind, y'all control the temperature of the house. Women need to understand this. You control the temperature inside the house. When you're upset, the whole house is quiet and shuts itself down, waiting for mama to get right. That's every house that I know of. When dad's pissed, dad's gonna sit on the couch and soak it up and still take that damn trash out because that's just what he's supposed to do. But the truth of the matter is it's not in your timeline when you request anybody to do something. It's in their timeline, and you can't treat a woman can't treat a man like it's like he's her kid when that's supposed to be her man.
So again, it goes back to what that guy was saying on the thing. The peace for you guys is just to leave you alone and allow you to do whatever you want to do. Because that's
See,
what it's like. If you were to know, because as like when my husband asks me to do certain things for him, for the most part, I do it within a reasonable amount of time.
Reasonable is relative.
No, 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 no. If it's something that he needs immediately, he'll communicate that and say, babe, can you do X, Y, and Z for me right now? Or babe, can you do X, Y, and Z? I need it by such and such, right? So when he asks me things, I will do it in a reasonable amount of time for the most part. I'm not going to sit there and say like, well, every time he say jump, I'm like, how high? No. But for the most part, it is within a reasonable amount of time because I'm going to treat him the way that I want to be treated, right? So, and then too, I'm forgetful. So I know if I don't take care of stuff in the immediate for the most part, then I'll probably will forget. So I'll take care of it. There are times that I do forget and he'll remind me. But I think like going with your example about the garbage is a matter of because my son used to do this. Sometimes my husband does this. Like you said, y'all go in, the garbage is piled up. Can you take out the garbage, please, or whatever? And you'll go and then just try to push the garbage all the way down so you don't have to take it out. But it stinks. So it's not that it's just pile high, it stinks as well. So the house is stinking as well. So I mean, it's just things like that that I when you guys are saying you want peace, that for me, and I don't know if this is with a lot of women, is that that's part of my peace coming home to a house that's clean, a house that's inviting, a house that's nice. Because soon as I walk through the door, and if it looks like chaos, it stresses me out. So that's
Okay.
part of my piece as well. And y'all know
Okay.
y'all want to come home to a clean home too.
Now, mistaken in your defense. I think that you have a point, right? I do think that you want to basically treat the situation the way that you would like it to be treated. If you do things, quote unquote, in a reasonable manner, you're like, hey, you should do this in turn. The actual example of, say, the trash can, in all actuality, the priority level for that thing, it's like, it's not really high. If you ask your husband or a man or most men that care about you, if it's something that's truly urgent, he's not gonna play about it. He's gonna get to it. He's gonna knock it out. But we talking about the trash, or there's a sock on the floor, or you didn't wash this dish. Men don't have the same like mental pain point that women have for stuff that happens at home. When women have a house that's crazy, that's got clothes everywhere, people and they just order trash and it smells weird, y'all will be up the wall saying like, "Hey, I can't take this. This is stressing me out." A lot of brothers, they don't stress them out like that. Literally, he can be like, "Listen, that trash could have been sitting there full for a day. That trash was full for you for an hour," and you're like, "Why is it this not important to you?" It's not important to him because one, he just doesn't see it the same way that you do. You're taking it almost as a slight that why didn't you do something that I asked you nicely to do that's really bothering me and messing up my peace when in all actuality, you're actually doing the same thing to him. He's at a state of peace at that point. And if he say he gonna get to it, he gonna get to it. Now, most men they begin to learn how women operate, and that sometimes when a woman is asking you, it's almost not an ask, it's almost like she's telling you, right? So to limit his stress and to limit the things that he gotta do in his life, he just gonna do it quicker than he want to so that you can be quiet about it. He don't really care about it. He just gonna do it just to make sure that you ain't got nothing else to say, so he can get to the stuff that he want to get to. But too often, when women have these conversations or they looking at these things, because I literally was watching something on Instagram earlier today. A lady, I don't know, she was pregnant or something, and she had an issue with her husband or something like that. But she had cooled down, and at some point in the day, she had asked him, can he go get her a Pepsi? And he was like, yeah, babe, that's no problem. You know what I'm saying? I got you, no problem. He went to go play the game for like 45 minutes, right? She went to the shower, took 25 minutes, came out, and basically almost had a nervous breakdown. Like, you don't care about me because you said you would get it. And when I got out the shower, it won't here. And then this amount of time passed and da da da. And I'm telling you, it's the same conversation that men and women have across the globe in the US. That the expectations that each other has for each other is just different. It's just different.
You know what? I see. Oh, you want to go, Marcus?
Yeah, I was gonna ask when they be doing this stuff, what do y'all be doing? Like if she start throwing a fit, what do you do when she does this?
Who throw a fit?
Like the
If
the nag, you don't care about me and doing all of that. What is your response to
I
that?
look at her like she
Grab
crazy.
the garbage.
Okay, I was just curious.
I grab the garbage and I'll sit it right by the back door, and he hates that. But I do it because I'm trying to put stuff in a garbage because more than likely I'm cleaning the kitchen or cooking or doing something where I need to put stuff in the garbage and can't.
Is this where fights be kicking off from? Like when you say people be arguing a lot, is this where the argument happens?
It can be something that small that started, but I think
How does it work? Can you
I
like role play it with HD so I can just see? Because I'm trying to understand.
I think it's an underlying issue though. The issue is not at that point, the issue doesn't become just the garbage.
Right? Can you role play with HD so I can observe how
It
it
is
happens?
the principle, sir.
It's
She's
the
not upset
disregard.
about the trash. She's
Now, yeah.
upset about the principle that you could have been done this, and now I could have peace because this thing that was on my mind was taken care of. Because it's your job to take care of it, and you ain't take care of it. And now I gotta fuss at you because you didn't take care of it. You the man, and da 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 da.